Oracle Cloud HCM now offers a payroll encumbrance feature that enables organizations to proactively obligate funds for estimated payroll expenses and systematically release these funds during payroll processing. This functionality enhances the transparency of projected payroll costs by reflecting anticipated payroll costs in financial reports so organizations can better manage spending and avoid budget overruns. There are 5 steps to enable payroll encumbrances and liquidations. The first is a one-time setup in Financials. You'll need access to financial setup information to perform this setup. First, you need to enable the encumbrance. Open the Setup and Maintenance work area. Search for and select Manage Encumbrance Accounting. Then search for and select the specific ledger you want to enable encumbrances for. Select the Enable Encumbrance Accounting checkbox, specify the encumbrance account, and then select Save and Close. Then define the accounting attributes. Open the Period Close work area. Verify the ledger. Then open the General Ledger. Confirm that you've opened the year for which you want to post encumbrances. Then, set up accrual reversal to clear encumbrances and release estimated costs. Align the accrual reversal date with the payroll accounting date so the estimates are reversed when payroll is run for that period. Open the Manage Accounting Attributes Payroll task. Then select the accrual reversal process you want to use and then select Save and Close. Next, define your journal entry rule sets. Open the Implementation Projects work area. Then search for and select your implementation project. Drill down and select the Manage Subledger Journal Entry Rule Sets task. Here, you can create a new journal entry rule set to use the encumbrance cost. Define the event class and event type as encumbrance costs and define your credit and debit line types. Options you added in the prior setup task will be available here so you can define your accrual reversal accounting date source. After you create your journal entry rule set, you can add it to your accounting method. Search for and select your existing accounting method. Then add a new row for the encumbrance rule set you just created. To complete the setup, you need to run the Review and Submit Accounting Configuration process. You don't need to make any changes, just submit the process so that all the changes in the accounting method and journal entry rule sets will be available. After you've completed the initial setup, the second step is to run the Calculate Payroll Encumbrance process. Open the Flow Submission work area. Select your LDG, then search for and select the Calculate Payroll Encumbrances flow. Select the payroll and payroll periods for which you want to generate encumbrances. Next, select the element group for the salary components you want to include in the encumbrance. Then select any optional parameters. After you've selected all the parameters, you can submit the flow. The third step is to run the Transfer to Subledger Accounting process. Open the Flow Submission work area. Search for and select your LDG. Then search for and select the Transfer to Subledger Accounting flow. Enter the payroll flow and required parameters and submit the flow. This will transfer the entries to the subledger in the general ledger. The next step is to run the Create Accounting process. Open the Scheduled Processes work area. Select Schedule New Process. Then search for and select the Create Accounting process. Run this process to import the costs from the subledger to the general ledger. Run this process for the Payroll Subledger application and your ledger. You can run this process only for encumbrance costs by selecting the encumbrance costs value for the process category parameter. The final step is to verify the journals. Open the Journals work area. Select your accounting period and source. Then you can drill down to see what entries have been posted. This page displays all the journal entries, and you can drill down into each entry as needed. Thanks for watching.